So it is not a surprise to anybody that the BMX surgery has a great potential to change anybody's face for the better, right? It's such surgery that has such a good like reputation and expectation amongst the Looksmaxxing community. Everybody talks about it. Mostly everybody knows about it, and there is a reason for that. I truly think that the BMX surgery is a surgery that has the potential to change your entire face, basically your entire face harmony. Because if it fixes the lower third, then if the lower third is the main issue, is the underlying issue in someone's attractiveness, overall attractiveness, then BMX surgery can fix that. Unlike any other procedure. Not talking about fillers, not talking about jaw implants, because jaw implants they might add width to the jaw or length to the chin, but it does not fix the occlusion. So and someone might even have a like okay occlusion, acceptable occlusion, to the average person's eye, they might not have any kind of like issue, but still they might have an underlying bone structure issue in their face. And I have compiled a few results here on Instagram from by Mirko Raffaini, which is one of the best. This motherfucker he's like a designer. He designed people's faces, He is an artist. I would say that this guy's an artist. He's one of the pioneers in orthodontic surgery and jaw surgery, and his results are just like mind blowing. And he has plenty of surgeons that studied with him, that did like lessons that went through um like workshops within. And so Mirko is not the only surgeon who can get this kind of result from. You can get this kind of result from people who have like surgeons who have studied with Mirko Raffaino, okay? Who's an Italian surgeon. Like he's pretty well known in the Looksmaxxing community. And here are one of the few results that I wanted to show, which are just fantastic. Honestly, if you take a look at it, for example, this guy, his face looks much more balanced now. You can see the ramus. The ramus was there already, but the chin, it is not just chin length. You can see it is not just chin length, There's a cut right here that made his face a little longer. So his face was not proportionate to his upper third uh, is not proportionate to his lower third, So now his chin is way longer, way lengthier, and his jaw is way like it's not wider. You can see it is not truly like wider. It does not really widen his jaw width, but his face looks just I don't know. I would say like he went up from I don't know 4 out of 10 or maybe 4.5 out of 10 to six, potentially a 6.5. I don't know. He looks way better now. The lips are much more harmonic. They suit the face way better now. And yeah, just a fantastic example of how BMX surgery can fix such harmonic, lack of harmony issues. And no amount of fillers would help with this. Honestly, not to mention that fillers they actually migraine, and they take a lot of time to dissolve. So this guy, he is rocking with the bangs, so he's covering his forehead, which is good because he has a long forehead. So if your forehead is long, you should not really pull your hair like backwards, brush your hair backwards, which is what I do. I have a long forehead, so I try to just like cover it with the hair. And he's doing it right. Now his face looks much more balanced and much more masculine. Although I think this guy is gay, like he looks really gay. Yeah, here's the second example. We got this girl whose face looked like I don't know, she was like chewing gum way too much, you know what I mean? This girl was chewing way too much gum, just like gum maxing, chewing maxing, looked like I don't know, some character from Minecraft. I don't know, way too square face, which is not optimal for not even men, like not even a guy would look good with this face, with this jaw width and relative to the chin is really really big. The chin is way too small relative to the jaw, so it's not good. And I mean, especially for a girl, that is just brutal. It's just like terrible, right? It ruins the entire face harmony. Looks way too masculine. And look at this. Look at how balanced looks now. It looks way more balanced. This motherfucker truly changed her entire face and her entire um self-esteem. Oh, he cut the bone. So here in the description it says this is an example of orthofacial surgery performed for aesthetic instance, maintaining the original IC occlusion. So that's what I just said before. She has a good occlusion prior to the surgery, but she wanted the surgery for aesthetic reasons. And as you can see, yeah, she looked good before. People are gonna cope. People always gonna cope, like, oh, she didn't need surgery. Which girl would you choose? Be honest. If you had to date one of these two, which one would you go for? Which one would you go for? I mean, we all know the answer, right? So yeah, she looks objectively, okay, objectively. It's not like, being subjective about it. No, she looks objectively better in the after. It's pretty simple. It's that simple. Okay. So another pretty good example. I'm not gonna give like facial ratings just like Face IQ gives. I'm not that kind of guy. I don't not really specialized at that. Knowing all the terms. I know a few terms, but I'm not like an expert at rating people's faces. Here's another pretty good example. I mean, this is just fantastic. Yeah, I mean, she looks better from the side, honestly, but it's just yeah, there's some changes in the nose as well. Oh, by the way, I plan on getting myself a rhinoplasty. You know, um, I'll get that soon. So yeah, I feel like rhino is one of the best surgeries out there that has a really good um like cost relative to the benefits you get from it. So it's not that costly, it's not that expensive compared to other surgeries, but the benefits are great depending on how your nose looks. So yeah, for men, it's not that important, honestly. Nose in men is not truly something that like women care about, but it's still, if it ruins your overall face harmony, then it's worth to get it fixed. But with women, as you can see, with women having a feminine nose like this, straight nose, I mean, this kind of nose mogs this other nose. It's pretty simple. There's no way you can fight over it. You can debate over that. There's no room for debate. This nose mogs the other nose. And the chin, yeah, the chin looks really, I mean, her face looks way more feminine now. It's just fantastic work, honestly. I mean, think about this girl's dating life, how much it has improved. No amount of self confidence, no amount of like working on your personality would actually help this girl as much as this surgery. It's pretty simple. It's just there's no room for debate. You know what I mean? You cannot debate over that. You cannot really like, oh, but she and this girl could have a potential. No, shut up. Just shut up. Here we're showing cases like that, like the person had a flaw before the surgery. You know what I mean? Which can't be fixed. We're not talking about someone who already looks good or above average, and wanted to have wants to have a surgery, just like clavicular, for example. Clavicular is insane. If he really goes through surgery already looking like the way he does, I mean, he's insane for doing that, honestly. So I would totally advocate against surgery for clavicular. It's just his jaw is already wide. His face is already attractive. What procedure will he go through? It's just crazy. So we're talking about cases that are truly like prior to the surgery, they truly have some dental facial deformity or um, like minor deformity or just like some unbalanced, trait that makes their face harmony, that ruins their overall face harmony. I mean, this guy, he was obviously deformed. Like he has some really like severe um asymmetry. Severe asymmetry. It's just anybody can notice. I mean, just think about this guy's life, how much it has improved. Just think about this guy's life, how much it has improved from this to this. There's no room. Again, there's no room for debate. There's no. Of course we're talking about like about a guy who's obviously deformed in the before, but still still, this guy could cope with just the fact that he could be just like happy. Just be happy with what you have, bro. Just be happy, you know? Yeah, just be happy with women looking at you and looking disgusted, you know, at you just because you don't look good. Yeah, just be happy with that. So no, this guy said a no, no, I'm not having that shit. I'm done. I'm done with it. And went with just one of the best facial surgeons in the world and fixed it and looks honestly fantastic result. Just just like fantastic. This is art. You know, this is amazing. So here right next we got another result. Void. I find it like funny these terms, you know, void. Look at this void. So this void went through this surgery, and so I don't really know what is the underlying issue here with the occlusion, but it seems like her occlusion is not that good. The protrusion, uh, yeah, there's for sure a big protrusion right there with the lips. You see how the lips they stick out, and not really like aesthetically um adequate way. It's not optimal. You know, that is right. It is subtlety. It works in the subtlety. This girl actually has like nice lips. I mean, the shape, but see how they stick out because there's no chin projection. There's no chin support. And look, damn, he changed her entire face, man. This is insane. She would typically be given the like horse face in this case. You know, like people will call her like oh horse face. You know, and now she looks way more balanced because her face is not that long. It's no longer that long, right? So it has corrected the length, the overall facial length, and now it looks way more balanced and a way more feminine chin projection with this jaw angularity that is also optimal. It's just better for overall a feminine look, right? So it's not that long, and just again, fantastic result. Fantastic result. There's no debate in trying to say that this girl, for example, on the left, she would get which one of these girls do you think would get better results on Tinder? Okay, simply putting these two pictures side by side, which one would do you think? I mean, arguably, it is the one on the right, right? There's no, again, it's objective, guys. Many people still believe that beauty is subjective. To some extent, it is subjective. We're talking about like guys who already look good, like, oh, we're talking about Chris Evans and Chris Hemsworth, right? There's some subjectivity when it comes to that. There's like some personal preference because some girls, some women, they will pick Chris Evans over Chris Hemsworth, but they're still like objectively, they're both attractive. It's pretty simple. In this case, this girl is objectively better looking on the right picture, you know, on the after the surgery, which is again amazing, just fantastic. Here, another beautiful case, beautiful case. I mean, there's no other pictures from the side or from the front on this case. I don't know why I tried to find it, but I didn't. But just look at the jaw angularity. Just look at the jaw width. Look at the chin projection, how better the chin looks, how better the lips sit, you know, due to the good chin support. And maybe he got fat graft as well. You can see here on the upper third, I mean the mid third, you can see that it's more balanced, like the under eye area. It's everything is better. Everything is sitting better. Like the soft tissue is sitting way better in his face now because now he has bone support. So although his Ramos is not optimal, still he improved what he could have improved. You know, he simply went through what could be done. You know, so that is the thing about surgery. You got to go with things that are actually going to improve your looks and do not stretch way too much. You know, he could have gotten like some jaw implants right here for jaw angularity, but still, compared to this is a fantastic, an amazing ascension, amazing improvement. Just compare these two coming up to, I don't know, showing up to the function and approaching girls. Which one would have more success? Which one is more capable of, like, which one is more susceptible of feeling loved? Which one? It is a brutal, I know it's a brutal question, but it's just the reality. It's just the brutal reality. And these people, they have experienced being ugly, and now they experience being average. I mean, above average looking. So for them, it's even more obvious, even more notorious the fact that people, they truly treat you based on your looks. I mean, they like girls. They often say that it's about personality. You got to show your personality, but personality does not. You're not. You don't even have a chance to show your personality if you look bad, right? If you look good, then they're gonna give you a like a green sign, like yeah, you can talk to me, and then you can develop your personality. You can show me what you actually behave like. But if you're ugly, you don't even really have a chance. You really have to act like a clown. You have to compensate so much for being ugly with a like tremendously, I don't know, appealing and magnetic personality, or with status. You have to cope with other things, which are important as well. Personality is truly important. Knowing how to talk to people, social skills. I mean, all of that is important. I'm just saying that the first thing that people notice on you is your appearance, is your looks. So this guy, definitely a great improvement. Fantastic. This other one, we got another Floyd. Yeah. I mean, some people, some like the average person would probably look at this and say, "Oh, she already looks good, right? She already looks good." But think about this one as well. Which one would do better on Tinder? Um, she had a good bite. Apparently, not yet. Maybe not really. Uh, actually, taking a look at this. Yeah, no, no. This guy says she had a perfect bite. What a perfect face. Yeah, coping. This guy's coping way too much. This comment right here. Yeah, no way. Her face looks objectively better now, way more feminine now. Look at this. I mean, look at the chin length. Look at the jaw length. It looked way horse-like on this one, right? Like long. You know what I mean? And look at this one on the right. More balanced, more feminine, more harmonic. It is just insane. Even the nose. I don't know if the nose got some procedure. There's were rhinoplasty, but yeah, even the nose looks slimmer. Yeah, just amazing result. Just way more feminine. There's no way if you if a like you can do a research, you can do it by yourself. Putting these two pictures side by side and getting people to choose, asking them to choose which one they would choose. It's obviously the one on the right. It looks objectively, again, it's like objectively better looking. It's not subjective. It is objectively better looking, right? Beauty, there is some uh like there's some truth to beauty which you simply cannot deny. If you choose the one on the left, you're a liar. You're fucking lying. You're just like gaslighting, trying to, oh, but the girl on the left, she can yada yada, yeah. Yeah, not well. I did not mean to show that. Yeah, there's the other guy. I mean, this one is, oh, this is the doctor, by the way. Yeah, what a Chad. What an absolute unit. He's a Chad. So we got another case right here. This is a fantastic result, man. This is just amazing. Lip fillers. He had lip fillers. Yeah, you see how people um yeah, okay, he actually got lip fillers with fat graft, I would say. I don't know. Yeah, but look, I mean, just look at this result, man. Just look at just see it for yourself. Just see it for yourself. I mean, from the side, his jaw is not that strong, right? It's not really that remarkable of a jaw, but still, from that, like that is a thing. Some guys, they try to objectively rate people based on their side profile picture, when in fact, like in real life, it is dynamic. You are always in emotion. So women, people are always seeing you from the three-quarters angle, and then from the front, and then from the back. I mean, from the side, and then totally from the side, and then a little bit from the side, and then three-quarters again, and then from the front. So it is constant, right? So it's not just one angle. You might not look that good from the side, but I feel like the front is what truly matters, is what matters the most. Because people are gonna be looking at you. She's gonna be making like eye contact with you from the front, right? Not from the side. She's not gonna be like analyzing your face from the side because looking at this, I can already see like look smackers, people who rate people, uh, uh, who give like face ratings, saying that this guy is not optimal, oh, but his jaw is not long enough and blah blah blah. But this is a fantastic ascension. I mean, the lips, the lip fillers, truly like Merkel. He has such a good eye for aesthetic because this guy's lips was just like inexistent, just yeah, brutal, just a thin line, and now it's fuller and much more balanced, and see how wide his jaw looked relative to this chin before, and now how better it looks. And this guy, he could have coped looking like this for his entire life, right? And now just you could put these two pictures side by side and see for yourself the result on Tinder, the result in daily life, the result on the way people treat him. It's everything. It's about everything. I'm not saying that looks are everything, but it's a good like it is important. It's pretty simple, right? The way people look at you, the way people treat you. First things first, like the first impression they get of you, it is your looks. So it defines how susceptible they are to talking to you, how welcoming they're gonna be, and how you know even respectful they're gonna be, how gentle, how they're gonna behave with you if you look good. Of course, it can play it can be a double-edged sword, where like way too good looking people they get uh mistreated because there are people who are jealous, but that is just a minority, honestly, it's just a minority. So again, fantastic ascension. Chin is much more balanced now, jaw width as well, lips, the nose, yeah, the nose tip is a little got a little uplifted, I would say. Yeah, the nose looks a little smaller, I don't know. Yeah, we got another case here, I guess. Yeah, this one is beautiful too. Yeah, look at this. Look how long her face was in it before. Typical horse face, right? Horse maxing, just like horse maxing. I remember like going to school and having people with that kind of facial proportions, and having like students, calling them horse faced, like calling them Bojack because it truly resembles a horse due to the facial length, right? And it's just brutal. I mean, kids do that. It is just like a human nature, man. It's something that is based on human instinct. Not to be a jerk, but it's just like to look at someone and be attractive or be repelled by it. So, objectively, way better looking now. Better looking now, yeah. The chin is way more balanced. So, yeah, more feminine, and that is it. I mean, there's even a change in the eyes as well. There's improvement in the eyes. Shortening the lower third has truly ascended her, and it's such a, I mean, compared to other procedures, it is such a small thing. Like this girl, she could cope with, I don't know, fillers. Fillers would never do this. Fillers would never, I mean, fillers is for like volume. So here she needs a reduction of volume. So orthognathic is the only way, was the only way for her. So all these cases, you can take a look at his profile. All these cases are just amazing, are just like, you got plenty of other cases here, some subtlety, very, very subtle cases, right? Very subtle improvements. Like the nose tip looks better, the chin, very subtle, very subtle. I mean, wait, man, it's just crazy how subtle it is, but how better she looks, right? So yeah, that's it. Honestly, I'm all for BIMX surgery if you're a candidate. You know, if you're a candidate for BIMX surgery, if you truly need it, if you went through a consultation and you realize that you actually need it, I think that nothing should actually stop you from getting this. You know, nothing, because yeah, it is life. It is a like life changing procedure. It's a life changing procedure, honestly. So yeah, that is it. I'll wrap this up for now. Um, and I catch you in the next video. Subscribe to the channel. Peace it out.